Imagine being trapped in a crowded cage just to be shipped to another one and to be gawked at. Today I want to expose what puppy mills and kitten mills do and persuade you to start only by getting animals from animal shelters. I myself have worked in and volunteered at some animal shelters and have seen many great animals pass away purely because they're not purebred or just not cute enough. Some of the reasons why you should be adopting animals are, one, because puppy mills and kitten mills just do not treat their animals well as shelters aren't able to hold a full capacity of animals at all times. This happens because many people can't afford or don't have time for the animals that they have purchased. And we could be doing something to help, though. We could be adopting these animals or even fostering them. Animals every day are being put to sleep with a form of a drug called euthanasia that puts them to sleep peacefully. These animals don't know why they're being put down, and it's purely because they're unwanted or undesirable. Unfortunately, these animals, they spend their lives in cages and shelters, and they don't get to have a forever home. And they don't get to be with people. They don't know why. They don't understand. Many of them feel abandoned, and animals can experience depression themselves. Also, many people don't know what the conditions are like at all times. The shelters do their best to take care of these animals, but they do become full. And many shelters only have a 3-month period that animals can stay before they are euthanized. In an article by Craig Thompson called Cooling Out the Mark and Compassion Animal Adoption, he talks about just this, about how these animals are euthanized. Many people don't know what they could be doing, and you could be fostering these animals and helping them. Many times people adopt animals from pet stores that these animals come from puppy mills and kitten mills, where these animals are shoved into tight quarters and they're absolutely disgusting with them being so close together, very unsanitary, and they often become ill. These animals that are left in these pet stores, they don't get to see sunlight. They get to look at people through glass, rarely getting touched. Many times people who work in pet stores, they're there for the money. They're not there to take care of the animals. Many times their feeding schedule gets messed up, or they just don't get fed at all. They're not getting cleaned up after, or groomed, or bathed. They're just trying to get these animals out, get in, get out, get their money. They're not worried about what these animals go through. The animals don't get to feel the grass on their paws. Many people breed animals and they don't know how to take care of them, and then they go to a home that can't handle them. This is caused by people not being able to handle these animals with the time and the money and the different constraints that they have. An article by Mike Breckscher, Too Many People Are Still Not Adopting Animals. He talks about this, how people don't know what they're getting into with the pets that they adopt. And they end up giving them up to shelters anyways. And this is a terrible reason for this to be caused. What you could be doing to help a lot of the time is you could be volunteering at shelters. You can help by just simply spending time with the animals and giving them human interaction. Many of the times these animals become scared of humans and very timid because they don't get the attention that they would if they were in their forever home. You could also be fostering these animals. Fostering is where you can take these animals from the shelter. Most likely it will be a time that's close to the euthanasia. You take them home and you take care of them until they can find a forever home. And if you're anything like my mother, you typically would end up keeping them for a really long time, and that is not a bad thing at all. You could take them in and you'd be giving them their forever home, and they wouldn't know the difference. Or you could be giving them a home that's somewhere else and someone that really, really wants them, that's been waiting for a mutt that looks just like that. And another article written by Michael Bruckshacker, or Bruce Schmel, called Made in the Midwest, Missouri's Puppy Mill Problem and How It Can Be Fixed. You can even go to some of these puppy mills and adopt the animals right from there. Sometimes they'll even give them to you in mass amounts, which is incredibly sad, but if you're able to do that and you're in a position to do so, you'd be helping these animals out a lot. You should be supporting these animals and these animal adoptions, and a lot of it is over social media. In another article written by The Investigator called Why Are Animal Posts for Adoption Being Deleted by Facebook? They talk about how these posts are being deleted by Facebook and nobody really knows why, but these animals need to be adopted and we should be doing everything we can to be helping them. The owner of ASPCA, Bill Adams, in an article called Why Rescue Isn't, talks about how animals aren't getting adopted and how he's trying to do the best he can, but these animals are not being adopted. He sends a cry for help that these animals do get adopted, and he's asking for you. I hope that you now understand what really goes on in these puppy mills and what benefits there are in shelters. Now that you're aware of what you need to be doing to adopt these animals and the reality of what pet stores are like, and what you can be doing to help, since not many people know, it starts with you. Saving these animals starts with you.